How's it going, Song of Ice and Fire fans? It's Grant from Yecats Miniatures here, bringing you another unboxing and analysis, and this time we're going to be checking out House Baratheon's brand new Crownland Scout unit. And a massive thank you to Wargamer.pl for supplying this unit for me to do an unboxing review of. I'll be joined after the unboxing for a quick breakdown of the unit and what they can do and some of the synergies with Kurt, also known as Belisarius. But without further ado, let's get stuck into the unboxing. So here we have the box, really cool artwork as always. I'm loving the oranges and the reds and the yellows. It really sort of links into the feel of the Baratheons. I don't know if it's a burning forest maybe, or even is it a like an autumn forest. Only 4 sculpts this box, no attachment supplied. We don't tend to get attachments in cavalry boxes unless it's Hedge Knights, so nothing really surprising there, but 4 decent sculpts we're about to see. Apologise for my nails. I've just come back from holiday and I'm trying to catch up with everything, but you know, in this case it was quite practical, so it's not all apologies. Incredible artwork. I'm loving the way they're just sort of scouting through the forest as per the name. Really nice. So we get our 4-person cavalry tray as we come to expect. Multiple languages of cards. Again, thank you to Wargamer.pl for supplying this. We'll go through this card in much more detail after the unboxing, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Kurt really does know his Baratheon stuff, so really cool to get that conversation going with him. It's a nice 6-point light cavalry, medium cavalry unit for Baratheons. So let's get stuck into the miniatures. So first up we have a really cool sculpt, quite a standard sculpt. What I really like about Simon sculpting is the horses. I really like the horses. They come from strength to strength. Really, you know, it's the pose of the horse where it's sort of lurching to the right, the left hand sort of coming down in a downward swinging motion. I really like the fact it's got quite a small shield as well, so that 4+ armor save is really sort of reflected in the miniature itself. It's not too cluttered, it's just quite a basic sculpt really, so it's, but nice, very nice sculpt. Here we have the second guy who's moving at more of a quicker pace. Looks like he's a bit more of a gallop, sort of leaning back in his saddle, so it sort of gives the impression that the horse is moving quite fast. Sorry about the focus there, try and get it back in there for you. There we go. I love the helmets, love the way they've got that enclosed helm, quite like the red cloaks, with but except with antlers rather than the plume. Yeah, really nice miniatures. They just keep getting better and better. I say it every time we do an unboxing, I might as well just put it as part of the title page really. The third sculpts, now they're all quite similar in what they're doing. There's not much variation with the sculpting. This one looks like it's more of a medium pace gallop, a nice flowing cloak behind him, the sword lower down. But again, with these, I think the simplicity comes with the detail, and I think you really do see how cool the armour is, how cool the helmet is, how the sort of flowing cloaks look. And here we have our last guy. This is probably my favourite sculpt in the box, but it's not much going on with it really. If you look at it, it's quite a, you know, it looks like he's pulling the horse back tightly, holding the reins. The sword is obviously in its scabbard, but I really like it. I like how quite simple this pose is, but I really enjoy it. It's something that I'm really looking forward to painting. And if you do paint these, make sure you tag us on Instagram so we can check it out and have a look. But for the meantime, I'm going to chuck you back into the spinning shot so you can see what this unit looks like ranked up, and I'm going to jump on the call with Kurt. So I'm now joined by Kurt. How's it going, Kurt?
Oh, it's going great. How are you doing?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. It's just finished lunch. You've just got up over there, right? So there's a bit of a time difference, but I'm eager to talk to you about this new unit, man.
let's get into these Crownland Scouts.
Yeah, for sure. So I've just done the unboxing. Have you managed to get hold of these miniatures yet? Have you actually seen the miniatures themselves?
I was fortunate enough at my local game store to get the last box. I still have to get my second box because I want one of each for one side for Renly side, one side for Stannis side.
The models are really, really nice. The one thing that I spoke about during the unboxing is that normally when I do the unboxings, there's a slight difference between the miniatures in a unit, but these ones look really nice and uniformed. I really, really like it. So is that what you're thinking? And you're going to paint one green and one red?
That's how I usually do it, or one green, one yellow. Something I really appreciate about this is we continue to see a variety of weapon types, right? Where I think initially it was like, okay, well, King Robert had a warhammer, so we have lots of hammers, but it's nice to see factions get fleshed out where it's like, okay, they've got spears, they've got swords, they've got hammers, they've got axes, a nice variety of tools.
As a Baratheon player, you have access to swords, lances, and hammers now. You got all the cavalry.
That's right, we're fully equipped.
Cool. So what we do then, I'll chuck the unit card up on the screen. I'll quickly read through it with you, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So we've got a 6-point unit. They're a movement 5. They've got the long sword attack profile, which is a 7/4, hitting on a 4+, a 4+ armor, and a 6+ morale, which is quite good. They have the order mark target. So at the start of a friendly turn, target one enemy in line of sight and long range. They become vulnerable. They come with the order tactical reposition, which at the start of an enemy turn, target one friendly unit in short range. They perform a 3-inch shift. And they have the cavalry rule, which is the same as it always is. I did wonder whether or not they'd have the retreat version of it, but they haven't. They've got the standard one, which is each model in this unit has 3 wounds. At the start of this unit's activation, it may perform 1 maneuver action. So quite a nice, just from on paper, quite a nice solid unit. A 4+ armor save is nice. 6+ morale is pretty standard, really. Hitting a 4+ is standard, what we see as a 6-point cavalry unit. But two really key orders here. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a Baratheon player, Kurt. This is why I've got you here, so I can hide behind you and pretend I know what I'm talking about. So what's your your initial reaction to them?
I'm really excited about them. I think they definitely give the faction some tools that they didn't have access to previously, some badly needed tools. That tack reposition really stands out. I think people have already kind of talked about it on the Discords and talked it to death. You can use it with long-range archers after they shift up to shoot to tack reposition them out of range so that your enemy can't shoot back. That's the obvious one that's standing out to everyone, but there's a lot of other instances where this could help. I've seen especially for Renly side to help get your High Guard and pikemen in range to charge, or your Riders of Highgarden can now have a threat range of 3 inches more of what it used to be, and they were already a speed 6 lance unit. So definitely some great utility there. And then the other order, Mark Target, that just kind of fits in naturally with Baratheons and token play. Who's going to say no to that?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I recently played a game with them because when I get a brand new unit, I'm like a child at Christmas. I've got to get it out of the box and start playing with it quickly. So I ran a Stannis side list with Andrew Estamont and managed to get that mega long bomb charge, because at the beginning of the enemy's turn I shifted up and then he did whatever he needed to do, and then I did the rush of aggression to get me that long range bomb charge with Kingsmen, and it really paid dividends. I actually filmed it for Battle Report, so I'll be showing that soon. But yeah, it's really good. I think they're a really, really good support unit, because I like the fact that movement 5, so they can get in quickly to help shift people around. As a Baratheon player, obviously, it's nice to have that little bit of a maneuverability as well. And it can be used both defensively and offensively. What side? Obviously, I didn't mention at the beginning, but I probably should have known, because it's quite important that these guys are actually non-loyalty unit, so they can go with both Renly and Stannis. Which sort of lists are you sort of using these in mostly? What sort of units are you playing well with?
Well, to be completely honest, I've only gotten 1 game in with them so far, because I just got it last week. So I've been playing a lot of Starks and running Stark Outriders in the weeks leading up to this to try to get some practice in with them. So I was kind of using them with the Winterfell Guard as the stand-in for Kingsmen,
Mm-hmm.
'cause they've got those similarities, but I think you could go both loyalties just fine. I pointed out Riders of Highgarden and Pikemen already, but I mean, even for us, like a slower unit or more defensive unit like Wardens or Kingsmen on Stannis' side could take advantage of this. This could help them get to an objective point that they need to hold, where they might have previously been too slow to get there in time. I could see some synergy with another non-loyalty unit, Baratheon Halberdiers, with their taunt ability. This could get them in range to be able to trigger that taunt and force your enemy into some tough decisions. Yeah, just great all around. I think it's great that it's non-loyalty so that it can boost both of those Stannis and Renly loyalties.
Yeah, I think it's great what Seaman will do at the moment, because if you just had as you mentioned there, we had the Halberdiers come out, and now we've got these guys. They seem to really focus at the minute of fleshing out that middle ground rather than the specific side, which is, if you're going to have a faction that's got split loyalty, you need to sort of flesh out the middle, so there is a little bit of crossover there.
Very happy to see that. I do wonder, and this is entirely speculative, if some of this is being done with King Robert in mind, since we've seen him in Tactics.
I fully agree. I think that's, again, definitely speculation, but I feel that's probably where that's going. It's a wonder how they're going to sort of make it work with him, and with more non-loyalty units, more likely to get more of a list out of him. But we get into a whole conversation about Tactics, because I can't wait for the House Targaryen stuff. But we shall see when that comes out. Let's talk a little bit quickly about some attachments. So, obviously, the attachments we have available to us are the Dragonstone Noble, which gives them Sentinel. You have the Fortune Seeker, which gives us Dauntless and Motivated by Coin. We have the Glory Seeker, which gives us Iron Resolve and Stubborn Tenacity. We also have Stannis Commander as well available to put in the unit, which gives Insight and Stubborn Tenacity. I don't feel it's probably the right unit for Stannis. I don't feel like they'd benefit at all from the Fortune Seeker. But I can definitely see some synergies with the Dragonstone Noble and the Glory Seeker. Have you had any a chance to sort of look at the attachments and what they might add to the unit?
That's the same vibe that I got. I think that the Glory Seeker and the Dragonstone Noble are probably the two that stand out above the rest.
I think just the Dragonstone Noble with the Sentinel move, just making sure you can get where you need to be to get that attack reposition shift. We also have some cards from Stannis Commander. So I don't know if you've had a chance to look at maybe how they might work with the Crownland Scouts. You've got the Muster, which allows you to make the hill if you retreat. You get it on the double, which then makes these a movement 8 for that initial manoeuvre. Or Ride Them Down. I think Ride Them Down might be quite a nice card for them, because they obviously hit on 4, so they're not great at damage output. So, if someone retreats out and you can quickly ping into them with the Crownland Scouts, that might be a way of doing it. Just 4 automatic hits on making them panicked. Have you got any sort of thoughts around Stannis Commander and his cards and the way they play into them?
I think it definitely opens up list building possibilities. You have a different price point now that you can work with that isn't limited to your neutral pool and the neutral cap. Where it's like previously you'd be thinking of Zorses at that 6-point cost. In terms of Stannis, mounted Stannis, I don't know if it's like really game changing for him. And I think that's less commentary on the Crownland Scouts and more commentary on Stannis 3 himself and his cards.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So but all round though, quite a good unit for the House Baratheon. Cheers for your input, Kurt. It's been good having a chat with you about this unit. I look forward to seeing how you use them. And only 4 more days, and we get to talk about the Season 5 changes. You excited?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to see what they have in store for us.
Definitely. Well, we'll get some time together when they drop. I'll give you a little bit of time to bed yourself in with the new changes, get your head around them. Maybe play some Crownland Scouts, and we'll have a sit-down conversation about the changes and how we feel about them.
Looking forward to it.
Cool. Okay, man. Cheers for your time. Take care. I'll speak to you soon.
Cheers.
And there we go, guys. That is the end of our unboxing. Thank you so much for watching it and checking it out till the end. And thank you to Kurt for his time, for coming and checking out. That is Kurt's first time on this channel. We're going to be using him for some more Baratheon stuff, because he's been playing Baratheons for a very long time, and he's a very well-known member of the community when it comes to playing Baratheons. If you guys have got this unit and you're currently playing it, let us know how you're getting on. If there's anything we've missed, do leave a comment in the section below so I can check it out. I'm sure Kurt will be checking it out as well. Please do like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps with the YouTube algorithms. Yeah, and only 4 more days in Season 5. I'm excited. Are you?